The Constitutional Court hearings focused on whether the appeals court decision was just and equitable. Central to the arguments was whether proper public participation should have taken place when the right was originally granted, and whether holding consultations during the renewal process would be enough to address that earlier gap. This is while Shell, Impact Africa and the Minister of Mineral Resources contend that, when read together with the SCA judgment, the law allows public participation during the renewal process. Counsel for Shell, Adrian Friedman, argued that it's enough to address the shortcomings of the original application and to remedy any breaches of constitutional rights and environmental laws.
If there is a possibility of crafting an order which says keep that investment intact and also vindicate the rights of the appellants, what would be the reason not to go ahead and do that? And the only reason I've heard that so far, with respect in substance, is criticisms of the SCA's order being too vague. But again, I reiterate, that's easily fixed. And Justice Rogers' formulation, in my respectful submission, would solve that problem. If the court's with me that Section 81 is wide enough to allow the court to make such an order, Justice Rogers' formulation would be sufficient.
Activists marched outside the court yesterday, protesting over Shell's plans to drill for oil and gas off the coastline of the Wild Coast in the Eastern Cape, based on an exploration right received in 2014.
If Shell is allowed to move ahead with its operations and undertake seismic surveys, of course that will have an impact on the community who live along the Wild Coast and have an impact on the marine life. Similarly though, if it happens the other way, then we would hope that the entire process is set aside, which is what we had requested at the High Court and which was given. As our advocate stated very clearly, that's really the process that the Constitutional Court should really process. And if that is the case, then give an opportunity to whoever, which organization or company might get an opportunity to then redo the process, and hopefully with a more detailed public participation process with the community.
For now, the Wild Coast communities and environmental organizations are optimistic as they await judgment. Nosipho, Radebe, SABC News, Johannesburg.